Salve galera, NettoX, é, mais um evento aqui, já vou colocar logo aqui para vocês, um salve aí a todo mundo. Vamos ver a conferência da EA, já deixei aqui para vocês o que vocês esperam, já vou colocar aqui, vamos lá, pronto. Um salve a todo mundo aí que estiver assistindo, eu por enquanto vou deixar mudo até o evento começar mesmo, mas espero que gostem. O que vocês esperam aí, galera, da conferência da EA? Eu, quem sabe, além do Battlefield, que foi confirmado que vai aparecer, eu espero, quem sabe, o Need for Speed. Não sei se eles vão mostrar alguma coisa. Tava aí, Anderson. Ah, quem te vê, galera, também não esquece de deixar aquele like lá e compartilhar pra gente pra dar aquela força e se inscrever se for inscrito. É isso aí, galera, vamos lá. Coloquei uma musiquinha aqui pra vocês, relembrando os bons tempos de Need for Speed, do PlayStation 2. Eu já trouxe o Underground 1 e Most Wanted no canal. Quem sabe, não sei. Não sei se um dia eles trariam de volta esses do PlayStation 2, que são considerados melhores, mas o jeito é esperar. Dead Space falam muito bem dele também. E até já adianto, galera, eu tô meio parado sem fazer live, que eu tô zerando uns jogos e em breve vem série nova no canal, já adianto isso daí. Tô zerando uns jogos que acho que vocês vão gostar do que pode vir por aí. Até peço desculpa um pouco pela demora, mas daqui a pouco deve vir, então não deve demorar muito. Aí, tá, tá lá, 5 minutos que eles vão começar. E é isso aí, vamos ir esperando. Daqui a pouco começa mesmo o evento. E é isso aí, vamos lá. E aí, não nos decepcione. Galera, já aproveitando aí, e eles estão dando Battlefield 1 para quem for assinante do Amazon Prime, vou deixar o link aqui para vocês. Eu já resgatei o meu, e fica a dica aí para vocês, o Battlefield 1, aí vocês podem jogar, mas é recomendado que vocês tenham a Origin, que é o launcher deles, então fica aí. Tava aí Mr. Demon, e é isso aí, vamos lá, 2 minutos, daqui a pouco começa. Tava aí Changes. Nossa, Plants vs Zombies é massa também. Eles têm várias IPs tops. Tava aí a match. Um minuto, daqui a pouco começa. Quando faltar uns 10 segundos, eu acho, eu já coloco o som. Aí já deixo para vocês, vamos ver o que a EA nos reserva de novidades. Pelo menos já adianto, foi confirmado o Battlefield 2042, então é certo que vai aparecer. Mas fora ele, acho que foi falado de Apex Legends também e de outras coisas não foi confirmado, mas imagino que deve vir. Pelo menos eu espero um Need for Speed. Vamos lá, daqui a pouco começa. Vamos lá, 10 segundos. Começou. Plants vs Zombies? Não, The Teams?
I love that video. What's up, everyone? I'm Alex Ackerman.
And I'm Andy McNamara, and you are watching the 2021 EA Play Live pre-show.
Concert for cows, that's gotta be a first, but probably my favorite way to open a show ever.
It's
The
amazing.
latest expansion for
ainda.
Sims 4 Cottage Living is out today, so go get your cross-stitch on and check it out after the show.
All right, in just a few minutes, the
Show
EA Play
ainda.
Live main event is
Beleza,
coming with
né?
all the news, sweepstakes, and
15
surprises
minutos.
you know and love. But
Espero que no pré-show eles mostrem
we want to
alguma
take
coisa
a moment
boa,
to
né?
recap all the news that's been revealed this summer. And what a summer it's been.
Oh, yeah.
I personally have done nothing else but play Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
I think you actually
Mass
mean
Effect,
Romance
estou falando.
Garrus, or maybe that's just me. It's been a huge summer regardless for EA Originals. The talented Joseph Fares and the team over at Hazelight gifted us the critically acclaimed and my personal favorite, It Takes Two. Millions of you have been dodging with dodgeballs in Velen's Knockout City, and the soon-to-be-released Lost in Random was an official Tribeca Film Festival selection.
Congrats to the Zoink team. We can't wait to play. And for those who haven't yet been acquainted with their magical world, let's take a look at the story trailer for Lost in Random.
Let's.
Mais uma iniciativa independente deles.
To the world of random,
Mundo do
where
aleatório, acho que for
everyone's
tradução.
destiny is decided by a roll of the one true dice. And the one true queen who controls it. For when a child comes of age, they must roll this dice just once, and in so doing, determine their fate for all eternity.
Happy birthday.
Be grateful, child, that the Queen herself is here for your special day. Now roll the dice and let's see what kind of person you truly are. Ah, you live with us now. Lucky girl.
Odd! Hold on, Odd.
Parece interessante.
Where is this place? Stop trying to kill me!
Nessas horas que eu vejo, cadê os jogos da Alice de volta na EA, né? Eles faziam jogos mais ou menos desse tipo. Eu tanto que até tenho um na origem.
Foolish child, turn back and run.
Vocês já ouviram falar em Alice Imagine's Return?
We're in uncharted territory.
Haven't you heard the bedtime stories?
You're a long way from one town.
Dice? I haven't seen a real one in years.
I'm supposed to say something important.
Ó, tem ação, interessante. Eu tenho uma hora para pra jogar, mas falou muito bem do Alice. A engine, pelo que eu sei, é a mesma de Quake.
I'm coming for you, sis.
Wanna?
Odd!
What do we do to those who stand in our way?
We destroy them, my queen.
Perdido,
That trailer gives me the chills, I think, every time we watch it. Stay tuned for more on Lost in Random, including an exclusive first look at combat gameplay later on in the main show. Speaking of combat,
Vai
I
aparecer
can tell
no
you
show
as a part
principal.
of the team over at Respawn that Apex will be showing up later today in a pretty big way.
Of course, Battlefield 2042 has some big news
Agora
to share as
Battlefield.
well. But you would already know that if you tuned into the EA
A
Play
única sacanagem que eu achei
Spotlight
desse
series.
Battlefield
Over the
é
last
que
few weeks, we've
é só
gathered
multiplayer.
creative leaders from across the EA
Falando até em
studios to
Battlefield,
share
galera,
their
aproveitando
insights.
aqui, Battlefield 1 está de
And
graça
some
para quem tem
exciting
Amazon
we did.
Prime. Vou
Here
deixar
are
aqui
a
para
few of the
vocês.
highlights.
Ah,
We kept the game a secret and did the
tá,
Beyonce
Apex
drop.
Legends.
Always go with Beyonce.
Flawless.
Exactly.
E outros jogos deles.
exclusive technology powered by real
Mas
football
pra quem
that
tá
brings gameplay to the
querendo
next
jogar o
level of
Battlefield, tá aí o
realism.
Battlefield 1 pra
Hypermotion
quem
integrates advanced 11
for
versus
Amazon
11
Prime e eles
mocap
estão dando
and
na
machine
origem.
learning for the first time to create the most authentic, responsive and fluid
Eu não sou muito de
experience
divulgar
on
minha
the
origem,
pitch.
mas acho que posso passar aqui pra vocês. É o mesmo nome da PSN.
Scouting as a whole is being revamped. So you start things off essentially by getting a baseline scouting on every player. And one of the big goals I had was I wanted to add complexity to the feature, but I wanted to remove some of
Nossa,
the
nem
tedious
fala.
stuff.
FIFA eu também não sou muito fã, não.
I think we're having a sort of golden age at the moment where this freedom is allowed and people like myself can start to see themselves coming through in these stories. And I hope that authenticity isn't lost.
You know, I think that's exactly why we're at indie studios, because that authenticity is worth the
Rocket
struggle.
Arena.
It's worth fighting for.
You need to ask people for a bit of faith to stick with the idea and just stay with it. And okay, we're not sure what it will be. And
they will be like, you know what, go for it. They give you that space and room to play, which is so beautiful and rare to see.
Now is the time to make something totally great and unique. It's harder in a movie today because it's been going on for longer.
Não tivemos lá, assim, muitas novidades. Por enquanto, as novidades mesmo é o Lost in Random.
What should fans expect from Battlefield 2042
Tá bem,
at
sim,
EA
por
Play
enquanto não
Live?
mostraram, não.
That mode that was on a whiteboard for many decades and many years and never kind of happened, and now Christian and his team and LA have been orchestrating and building it. So, Christian.
I'm hoping that the players.
Do que tá falando assim, o Battlefield, a única sacanagem é que é só multiplayer, não tem história. E estão pagando, estão cobrando 500 conto só pelo multiplayer.
Get a sturdy chair ready to watch it.
If you're a fan of first-person shooters, EA Originals, sports, or gaming in general, the Spotlight's had something for everyone. If you haven't yet, go check those out on our YouTube channel. There's a ton of great content there.
Yes, there is. And speaking of EA Sports, it's been a big month for FIFA news. So let's treat ourselves for another look at the FIFA 22 trailer.
Agora FIFA. Eu não sou fã de FIFA. Mais alguém tá esperando o FIFA? É verdade, André. Sempre aparece.
Andy, I need to correct myself. That was not a treat. That was a feast.
Feast.
A feast. And
É, FIFA
fans,
22,
you
pra
have
quem
to
é
check
fã,
out the FIFA Spotlight, which
não é meu
offered a deep
caso,
dive into
mas eu
all the
joguei
updates
bastante no
coming to
PlayStation
FIFA
2,
22.
então,
Now,
por mim, tanto faz hoje
FIFA
em dia,
won't have news
mas
to
quem
share
ficaria feliz com
in
FIFA é
the
meu
main
primo.
show, because we're going to give it to you right now.
Unbelievable. Yes, fans of FIFA Ultimate Team already know that this year some fan favorite footballers are returning
seria
in the
legal
form
também,
of FIFA
Anderson, medalha
Ultimate
de honra
Team
novo.
Heroes. 9 of them have been revealed
Mas
so
o
far, and right
último
now
que
we're going
saiu
to
foi
share 2 more.
pra VR.
First up, it's heroic Premier League striker turned manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
And second, a fine man from the Rhineland, it's Lars
Eu já não
Ricken.
entendo de futebol.
Who doesn't like Lars? There's more where that came from.
que estão
And remember,
mostrando aí.
if you pre-order the Ultimate Edition before August 11th, you will get a bonus Ultimate Team Heroes pack. And of course, EA Play members get their hands on the game early.
Yes, they do, but that is just one benefit of being a member. An EA Play membership is your ticket to getting more from your favorite EA games, including fantastic in-game rewards and exclusive content in all of these upcoming titles.
And speaking of rewards, we'll be
Assim, pra
giving
quem é
away
Amazon
a
Prime,
whole mess of great
lembrando até
prizes during
do
the main show,
Battlefield
including
1
gear
pra
from
quem
Logitech,
tá querendo.
Polaris, plus thousands of game codes, and EA Play memberships.
Yes.
So make sure to stay tuned to the main show for your chance to win. And if you haven't already, make sure to link your Twitch and EA accounts.
Yes, that's right, because I personally have hand-coded an Apex Legends Jumpmaster weapon charm.
Thank you for that.
You're very welcome, that you can earn just by watching the show on Twitch. So Apex fans, stick around, because you are not going to
pra
want to
quem
miss
eles
a
fazendo
closer
propaganda
look
da
at the latest
Twitch,
legend
eu também tenho
coming to the
Twitch
Apex
aí.
games. If you don't know who
Mas
I'm
por
talking
enquanto,
about, we
tá
got
bem
our first look
fraquinho
at
assim pra
Seer
show.
just a few days ago. Check it out.
This. It has been seen. A woman will rise, bearing the mark of the moth.
Deve ter IP nova dele.
Her firstborn will be a cursed child. His eyes drawing us all to the flame. Refuse the child's gaze or be undone. One glance will reduce a mountain to dust.
Por enquanto não tá muito interessante o que tá mostrando, pelo menos pra mim.
And an ocean to a desert. Everything he touches will be changed. This, it cannot be unseen.
Apex. Personagem
Wow,
novo.
the Apex team is getting wilder and wilder with those lore
Pô, se
trailers.
eu soubesse que era Apex.
I can't wait to see
Mas eu
more.
nem
Trust
jogo
me, you're
Apex,
not
eu tenho
alone.
uma amiga que
I love
joga.
that trailer, but we have a lot more coming up during the main show that you're not going to want to miss.
And that is now mere moments away. But one last recap from us featuring one of the newest members of the EA Sports family, Codemasters.
Yes. You'll know the best from their
Codemasters.
incredible slate of racing titles like Dirt,
Acho que eles
Grit,
compraram
and the
mesmo a
F1
Codemasters.
series, whose
É a
latest
mesma que faz
installment just
Fórmula
dropped a
1,
few days ago.
Dirt.
If you follow F1, you know it's been an
Falando
absolutely
assim, dos
crazy year
conhecidos
so
da
far with some
Codemasters.
amazing
Quanto
rivalries.
também Grid,
Well,
eu já
you want to put
joguei
yourself
top
right in the middle
também.
of that. Cody's is here to make that dream a reality. Let's drop straight into the action with the F1 2021 trailer.
Nice.
Fórmula
I just
1.
don't get it, Zoe. Gets to pit ahead of me. And they give his car the only new power unit
Pelo menos
last
assim,
season.
para os fãs de corrida, a
And he gets to go
Codemasters
out
é uma
behind
boa
me
adição
in
para EA.
qualifying. This kid is a new #1 driver.
Vocês gostam da Codemasters? Quem tá bonito. Eu joguei um bocado de Fórmula 1 no PlayStation 1 e 2. Mas hoje em dia não tenho jogado não. Pra simulação tem mais o Gran Turismo, mas eu tenho o Grid também. Fórmula 1 eu acho
More from
legal.
Codemasters coming up in just a few seconds. We're about to begin, and
Já vai
I personally
começar.
cannot wait
Agora
for you
tem
to
o
see
show
what
principal.
Battlefield 2042 has in store. I've been Andy McNamara.
I think you still are Andy McNamara, and I'm Alex Ackerman. Thank you so much for tuning in, and enjoy the
Vamos lá,
show.
3,
It is going to be
2,
awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Agora sim o show principal. Vamos lá. Vamos lá, EA.
Coming to you from Los Angeles, California, this is EA Play Live 2021. I'm your host, WWE superstar Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed, and we have an amazing show for you today. We've got world premiere gameplay, exclusive first looks, including a brand new multiplayer experience for Battlefield 2042.
Eles vão
and
mostrar
a few more
multiplayer do
surprises
Battlefield,
they won't even
legal.
let me tease. Plus, just like last year, we've got some amazing prizes to give away. So keep an eye out throughout the show for hidden letters. They'll spell out a secret code that you'll need at the end of the show if you want a chance to win Polaris gear, Logitech gadgets, and thousands of codes for great EA games,
Lembrando aí, galera,
including
Battlefield 1
Mass
está
Effect
no Amazon
Legendary
Prime.
Edition,
Pra
Dirt
quem
5,
tiver
and
conta na
more.
Origin,
So let's
vou deixar aqui pra
get
vocês.
to it.
Vamos lá. Será que eles pelo menos voltam com o Need for Speed? Eu espero pelo menos isso.
EA has long played home to fan-favorite racing titles from Need for Speed to Burnout to Real Racing. And now that the experts at Codemasters are
agora
joining
eles
the
têm a
EA
Codemasters.
family, that incredible lineup just got supercharged with the addition of franchises like Grid, Dirt, Project Cars, and F1. So if you like racing, if you like being in the driver's seat, you're gonna love what Codemasters has cooked up for us today. But first, let's take a quick look at what they do best.
I was just a little girl when I started this. Never thought in the world it would get this big. Not the apple of your eye, now I'm running things, huh? I
Da Codemasters eu gosto de Grid, que é legal, Fórmula 1 é até interessante. Dirt também, eu já joguei um pouquinho. A Codemasters no Changes. Pelo menos assim, pra quem gosta de jogo de corrida, Codemasters na EA é uma edição de mestre. É uma tacada de mestre. Só que a EA concorre com ela mesma em questão de jogos de corrida.
London is Codemasters Senior Game Designer Becky Crossdale. Welcome, Becky.
Hey, Austin.
Hey, now I heard that
É
you might have a
basicamente
little
isso,
surprise for
o
us today.
demo.
Yes, I do, and I don't know if you can tell, Austin, but I am so excited because on behalf of the entire Codemasters team, this is the world premiere trailer for Grid Legends.
Grid, aí sim. Já é a primeira colaboração entre a EA e a Codemasters, Grid Legends. Já gostei. Pra mim, Grid é uma boa alternativa a Gran Turismo, pra quem gosta de Gran Turismo.
Only one can become champion.
My name is Yume Tanaka. My goal is to become the first woman ever to win the championship.
They know who I am. I'm Nathan McCain, 5-time Grid Series world champion. Soon to be 6 times. That's a new record.
If it's grid legal, I can build it to win.
Grid eu acho legal.
Touring cars, muscle cars, open wheel, drift.
Best team, best car.
Win by having the money, by having
Tá vendendo.
If these idiots can't keep their cars on the track, it's their problem.
But you keep pulling up there, that stops. But you're gonna get somebody hurt. Hopefully, it'll be you.
Será que vai ter história também?
That's why we're here.
Por enquanto, o que tô gostando da EA é que
Becky, this
a
looks
Codemasters
incredible.
já
On top
começou
of the
bem.
gameplay and the cars and the environments, now we've got all these characters that seem to have different motivations. I'm already incredibly invested. It looks like you guys are really up in the ante on storytelling.
Well, first and foremost, the Grid series has always been about delivering gameplay excellence. And with Grid Legends, you are still getting that same immersive racing experience that you know and love. But this time we are taking things up a notch and we are adding another layer on top of that. We are really proud of this new story mode.
Well, I do love a good story, and I feel like I've seen a lot of those
Sim,
faces
eu também não
somewhere.
esperava o BC Demo, já voltassem com o Grid. Mas cadê a EA com o Need for Speed, né? Só que aí, em questão de corrida, eles concorrem com eles mesmos agora. Entre Need for Speed e os jogos da Codemasters.
Where if you've been watching Disney's The Mandalorian, you will have seen that tech in action. It's what they used to create those incredible worlds.
Well, it sounds amazing, but this obviously isn't racing in space, right?
No, we are using this tech to draw you further into this racing
Bem, já deixei o link aí, galera. Para quem quiser Battlefield 1, está disponível para quem tem Amazon Prime. É só vocês resgatarem na Origin, que é o launcher da EA para PC.
It's not the same as green screen or motion capture. They are stepping into our grid world and reacting with it.
It sounds great. Can you give us any hints on the story, or would that be spoilers?
Without any spoilers, we are giving you a classic underdog tale. We are putting you straight into the driver's seat, right in the middle of the Grid World Series, where you'll be facing off against the all-dominant Raven West team. That is a team that does not like to share the tarmac.
Enquanto começaram bem com a
you just have
Codemasters.
to wait and see.
But let's talk gameplay. We saw a new big range of vehicles in that trailer. Can you talk about those a little bit?
Oh yeah, there are so many vehicles. We are giving you big rigs, stadium
Fórmula
trucks,
Truck.
drift cars, open wheelers, muscle cars, electric cars. We are giving you hypercars like the Aston Martin Valkyrie. Have you seen that car? And we are also giving you multi-class mixed racing. which means that you can take
Classe
any of those
misturada ainda de
cars and
corrida.
put them together on the same track.
Whoa, I just saw a big rig take out an open wheel in the trailer, and I love it. So is there anything else that you can tell us about Grid Legends?
Without giving too much
Esse
away,
Grid Legends eu já
there is
gostei.
a ton of new stuff for the fans to sink their teeth into, including some new modes such as boost mode and elimination mode. We've also got some fancy new locations, like the iconic city of Moscow.
Galera, quem tiver não esquece de deixar aquele like lá e compartilhar para os amigos para dar aquela força e se inscrever no inscrito. Eu gosto de sempre trazer esses eventos aí para vocês, então é sempre bom dar aquela força aí pro canal.
And take one of our beautiful hypercars to its limit.
All right, well, you heard it here first. Storytelling and extended reality, mixed class racing, new modes, new locations. This is beyond exciting. So Becky, thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you, Austin.
Of course. All right, folks, so we're just getting started. We've seen Grid Legends, and now it's time for a different breed of legend.
Apex, talvez. Sabia.
2 years ago, Apex Legends came out of nowhere. And now 100 million players and 17 Legends later, it just keeps getting bigger. We've got more modes, more
não sou lá
maps,
muito
more
fã,
platforms,
eu gosto
more
mais de
players, of course,
Titanfall,
more legends.
que eu já trouxe o Titanfall 2 no canal e eu curti bastante.
Well, today we have answers.
Recomendo Titanfall
Ladies
2
and
para quem
gentlemen,
nunca jogou.
I give to you Apex Legends Emergence.
Deixa aqui a minha série do Titanfall para quem quiser ver.
Change. I see it in everything. I see it in a boy rocked by tragedy. Transform his pain and defy reality.
Seria legal se a Apex também tivesse modo história, né?
I see it in the warrior who must choose between their new life and the annihilation.
Você passar também no mesmo mundo de Titanfall, né?
I see it in a girl.
Mas também a Respawn tinha que fazer um Titanfall 3 também.
When love awakens her heart. I see it in me. A boy born under a bad omen. Turn his tale into a legend. Change is relentless. But that does not mean it cannot be beautiful.
É, eles estão apresentando o herói novo deles. Ah, quero também, o Demo, Need for Speed novo.
Take comfort. Nothing lasts forever.
Tava aí, Retro Game.
You must adapt. Surrender. And embrace your true nature.
Por enquanto a EA começou bem com a aquisição da Codemasters, e daí eles começaram com uma tacada de mestre.
Know that you are not alone. Change comes for us all.
Ah, também o Retro Game. O Need for Speed novo seria bem legal. Uma amiga minha que joga PEX ia gostar dessas novidades.
Chaos has purpose. All of us thrown together. So the flame can burn its brightest.
Lembrando aí, galera, Battlefield 1 está gratuito para quem tiver Amazon Prime. Vou deixar aqui para vocês. Você resgata pela origem e você já deixa ele na sua conta. Battlefield 1 está sendo dado aí para quem for Amazon Prime.
Accept it and rise above.
Emergência no Apex.
Wow! I'm standing here like slack-jawed watching this. because there's so much to unpack from that trailer. So let's go ahead and meet the man with all the answers, Apex Game Director, Chad Grenier. So happy to have you here, Chad.
Thanks, Austin. Happy to be here. Before we get started and get into it, I want to give a shout out to the amazing developers.
Eu também gostei o Retro Game do novo grid.
All right, well, a subset of them.
Todo mundo da
If you love
Respawn.
Apex, it's because of these amazing developers that are working hard creating Apex Legends for us.
Well, big love to the whole Respawn team, especially whoever came up with Lifeline, because that's my girl. But okay, there's a lot for us to talk about, but you know I'm geeked about Seer, so can you tell us some more about his abilities? I saw this man stare through walls. He's got drones coming out of his chest.
Que bom que você apareceu aí também, o Retro Game.
Yeah, similar to Bloodhound, Seer is all about
Também que
tracking
joga o
enemies,
evento, eu também
but in a different way, and has a
compartilho as
very
lives lá
unique
para
fit.
poder assistir.
So while you're aiming down the sights, you'll have a heartbeat sensor that will give you hints as to where an enemy might be. If you think you've located them, you can use your tactical, which sends out some of those drones out of your chest
Fórmula 1 e grid,
and will actually
mas eu
reveal
gostei mais
and
do
track
grid
the
mesmo.
enemy's location. The ultimate is really powerful, especially in certain gameplay situations. You can send out hundreds of micro drones and create a sphere around an area that you choose, and all enemies that are moving quickly through that space are tracked.
I love when there's new abilities that kind of change the game, because this game obviously is always changing,
Também
always
tô me
evolving,
cedendo.
and whenever there's a new
Grid
legend,
foi
there's always
atacada
an
de mestre
interesting shift in
deles,
the meta.
junto com a questão da
with those
Codemasters.
incredible abilities, how do you think that Seer is going to change the game?
Yeah, again, I mentioned Bloodhound also as a tracker, but unlike Bloodhound, Seer is about very precise and lingering information. So he's a bit more of a stealth-oriented legend, and you're going to see, I think, some interactions because of that sphere I mentioned, his ultimate. If you're moving quickly through that space, your footsteps are revealed.
Todo mundo gostou do
But now,
grid.
if you're walking slowly, you can avoid the detection, and so I think you'll see some interesting gameplay experiences and new ways to play with slowing it down a bit.
Yeah, it sounds like once the ring gets tight especially, you're going to have a lot of new ways to play this game.
Sim, bem lembrado,
but
Retro
this
Game.
past season, for instance, it felt like Apex really moved beyond Battle Royale with the introduction of arenas. So what's the reaction been like for you guys?
The fan reaction has been really great. We're seeing a lot of players enjoy arenas, which is awesome. We're really excited to finally have a way to play Apex Legends beyond Battle Royale. And yeah, people are loving it. So we've got new maps in the works, and some other things come in I don't want to talk about just yet, but we've got a lot planned for arenas.
All right, fair. Well, I do know that you guys announced ranked arenas are coming as well. So can you give us some information on that?
Yep, so we've got one season of arenas under our belts now. We wanted to make sure that we were seeing how players were adapting to the mode, make sure to get the balance right, make sure that the price and the
Por
economy is
enquanto falando aí
correct.
do Apex,
And now we'll be
mas
introducing
a gente
the
já
ranked
quer ver o
mode
que
in
vem de
Emergence.
novidade aí.
So it's a bit of a different
Queremos saber só de
ranked
Apex.
system than we have in the Battle Royale mode. So we're really excited for you to get your hands on it.
Well, it's really cool to see Apex always doing new things. Like, for instance, leaning into the competitive scene with things like the Apex Legends Global Series. So are we going to see more of the ALGS?
Absolutely. We just ended year one of ALGS. Our championships recently concluded, and it was amazing. There's like so many tactics and amazing plays in there. Many teams were fighting for the championship in the last round. We hit record numbers, so we're really excited in September to be kicking off year two of the ALGS. And for the first time, we're going to be inviting PlayStation and Xbox players to compete alongside the PC players, really see who's best, and an all-new league format. So we have more
Também estão
information
chamando
at
todos os jogadores de todas as plataformas.
playapex.com/ALGS.
Well, I am beyond looking forward to it. And Chad, before
Para
you
quem
go,
quiser entrar nesse site aí e é fã de Apex,
when can we see more from Seer?
We've got an awesome gameplay trailer coming on Monday, and Emergence drops on August 3rd. And for now, I can show you a finisher.
Of course, please.
porque agora já vou encerrar essa parte do Apex.
This game demands so much of us. But from you, she demands everything.
Yeah, that's all I need to see. It's so
dia
awesome.
26 que vai vir
Chad,
gameplay
thank you
do
so much for being here.
personagem
That's
novo deles.
Of course. And again, big shout out to the whole Respawn team. Now for the Apex fans watching us on Twitch today,
Da
Respawn
Respawn eu
is hooking
espero
you
um
up with an
Titanfall
exclusive
3 e quem
Jumpmaster
sabe um
gun
novo
charm.
Star Wars.
So make sure you've got
Pelo
your
menos
Twitch
ideia que eu espero da
and
Respawn.
EA account linked and keep watching the show to earn that drop. But that's not the only thing we're giving out today. Keep an eye out for the hidden letters that spell out a secret phrase, because at the end of the show, we'll give you a link where you can enter that code for your chance to win some great prizes, including codes for EA originals like Knockout City and It Takes Two. So speaking of originals, let's head across the ocean for some stop motion and check out a soon-to-be-released EA original, Lost in Random.
Lost in Random, que eles mostraram no pré-show.
And just like that,
pelo que eu sei, o EA Originals é a iniciativa independente deles.
Hello?
He stalled, bewildered by the voice coming from somewhere unknown. Somewhere random.
Okay. All right, anyway, it's coming soon and it looks really cool.
Austin stopped himself. He'd forgotten to mention the Tribeca Film Festival selection.
It was a selection at the Tribeca Film Festival.
He tried the
Esse
line
Lost in Random, do que foi apresentado, ele parece interessante. Relembrando pouco os filmes do Tim Burton e ali, Nightbot Returns.
Intro the segment? Thank you. It was an official Tribeca Film Festival selection this summer, and it's coming soon. Joining us from Gothenburg, Sweden to tell us more is Zoink creative director Olav Redmo.
Hello, Austin.
How's it going, Olav? Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on Tribeca. It's so cool to see video games right next to movies being regarded as they should be.
Thank you, Austin. I'm so proud of the Zoink team and what we've accomplished, and
Diretor
I'm so
do
happy
jogo.
about the selection because Lost in Random is really inspired by all these movies that I grew up with and stop-motion animation and dark fairy tales.
Concordo,
And that's
Retro
why
Game.
we're
Tem que
always
ter
trying
Need
to
for
push
Speed, pelo
narrative in
menos.
video games, so I'm so happy. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see more Olav of my life. What do you have for us today?
I'm super pleased to share
Por enquanto, Gabriel, de novidade interessante foi a Codemasters com Grid Legends. E daí foi o mais interessante até o momento. Mas acho que Battlefield eles vão falar depois, mais pra frente talvez.
Well, it sounds awesome. So, let's take a look.
Vamos lá, Lost in Random, que é a iniciativa independente da EA, que é a EA Originals.
Named Even and Odd. Cruelly separated by an evil queen and the roll of a dice.
I'm coming!
Seria bem legal, Gabriel, se tiver.
Fella. Even was determined to rescue her beloved sister.
Come on, Dicey!
In this strange
A parte de combate desse jogo já achei interessante, o Lost in Random.
adventure and combat go hand in hand. And many peculiar characters await. Some will help her. You mean this one? And some won't.
That's against the rules.
Escolhas,
A
interessante.
little girl with a dice.
Those coins can be traded for cards.
Cards, cards. I got cards here, the greatest cards in the land.
Cards contain new attacks, abilities,
Acho que sim, deve ter.
all of which come in handy during dice battle.
Ready, Dicey?
Even uses her slingshot to attack deadly foes. This can knock off energy cubes used to feed her strange companion Dicey. And once fully charged, Even can roll Dicey and freeze time itself. Let's see how she uses it.
Também acho, Gabriel, é bem cara de Tim Burton mesmo, mas também relembra o Alice Madness Returns que a EA também tem.
Well done, Even. Nice. Ooh, that was a good one. Even's quest will take her across all 6 realms of random. Even must
Tem
roll
reinos
the
aleatórios
dice
que ele
and
diz.
play the odds. But just a chance at saving her sister.
Lembrando aí, galera, Battlefield 1 está gratuito para quem tem Amazon Prime. Vou deixar aqui para vocês. Só resgatarem, vocês colocam na origem. Aí vocês já têm o jogo, Battlefield 1. Essa aí, Lost in Random.
Just from that alone, I already need to play this game. It looks so cool. But what can you tell me about these combat cards that we're seeing?
Cards are just one part of Dice Battle, but I love the way they look, so I brought a few examples to show off.
Oh, okay, awesome. What are we looking at here, then?
So, as you saw, cards can be selected during combat that unleash new powers and abilities, like this one, for instance, Explosive Dice, which turns Dicey into this ticking time bomb. You just gotta be careful so it doesn't blow you up. Keep your distance. And where's this hammer of 2 lets you summon a giant hammer, which also gives even super strength to be able to swing it around.
Offensive maneuvers, I like it.
But it's not just about offense. Like, we have also, for instance, Uma's Blessing, which comes from Uma, this old hidden witch, and she provides a bubble shield to protect even. And that's just a taste. Like, there's a lot of different powers at your disposal. Some curse enemies, some heal even, or create traps. Some arenas also work as giant board games affected by rolling dicey. So you're gonna have to try different tactics to conquer the Queen's giant, mad, tabletop-themed arenas.
All right, Olav, obviously, my next question, you
Enquanto
know it's
falando
coming.
aí do
When
Lost
can we play
Random,
this game?
mas o ideal é eles já irem pro próximo
My
jogo
favorite
mesmo, não?
question?
Tipo,
Lost
ter
and
momento de
Random releases
conversa.
on September 10th on PC, console, and Nintendo Switch. And you can pre-order starting
Vai
right
sair até
after
pro
the
Switch,
shows.
olha só.
And if you
Pra
want a
quem
Dicey
tem
companion
Nintendo
of your
Switch,
own,
ó,
he'll be available
e
to
gosta
EA
desse
Play
tipo de
members
jogo,
as a
tá
gun
aí a
charm in
dica
one of
também.
my current favorites, Apex. So keep an eye out for that.
Well, you all heard it here first. And Olav, thank you so much for joining us today.
It has been my absolute pleasure, Austin, and welcome to Random.
Thanks. Well, there you have it. Lost in Random is coming soon, but there's another EA original that's already here. And it's bringing that throwback playground heat to the masses. That's right. I'm talking about Knockout City.
Knockout City?
Uh-oh. Oh, okay.
O jogo de queimada deles. Tá bem,
Dropped
Patão?
earlier this year, Knockout City has had one hell of a summer, and they're just getting warmed up. Here with more is Karthik Bala from Velan Studios in New York.
Thanks, Austin. We're so grateful to our
Eu
community
tenho um
for the
amigo que
massive
joga aí
response
esse
to
Knockout City e ele é bem
With millions of
legalzinho,
new
mas
brawlers,
não faz muito meu
hundreds of
estilo. Por
thousands
mais
of
que
crews,
a ideia de
and
queimada
nearly a
seja legal.
billion KOs landed, your response has really been a knockout. As an indie team dedicated to taking creative risks, having all of you embrace this unique thing we've made is an amazing feeling. And I just want to say thank you. At launch, we promised you new
Pelo que
features and
parece, pelo menos
updates
esse
that keep
Knockout
the game
City
fresh
é
and
meio que
exciting.
tentando ser o Fortnite
Today, I'm here to
da
deliver
EA.
on that promise. On behalf of the whole Velan Studios team, it's my absolute thrill to present Knockout City Season 2, Fight at the Movies.
In a world of chaos, where mayhem
Temporada
rules
2
the
do
streets,
Knockout City.
is anyone strong enough to stop the unstoppable?
Tava aí, Vini. Já chegou numa referência a Godzilla, talvez?
A world where one hero rises to meet instant regret. A world where lovers chase their passions and feel the burn. A world where terror lurks high above. Where warriors fight for dodge brawl supremacy. And teensy, tiny brawlers battle
Eu já testei
that
esse Knockout
in a
City e ele é
child's
legalzinho
bedroom?
mesmo, mas não faz muito meu estilo.
This season, bring your moves to the movies. Coming July.
Bem lembrado, Chase. A Ubisoft e a EA estão bem parecidas isso
That
daí.
voice is murder on the pipes. The Hollywood Drive-In opens July 27th. We'll see you at the movies. It's showtime.
You saw it. We got new skins. We got a new ball. Knockout City, baby. Season 2 arrives July 27th. And remember, you can play for free up to Street Rank 25. So get in. You might come across me and my crew. We're called That Baseline. You won't beat us because we're really good, but you'll
Alguém
have fun.
joga
And
Knockout
right now,
City?
it's available on all platforms with crossplay. So if you haven't yet, go ahead, get in there and give it a whirl. All right, everyone. The moment that you have been waiting for is here.
Battlefield.
You've seen the trailers, you've read the hot takes, and you already know that Battlefield is back, baby! You hear me? It's back! Battlefield is back, baby! It's Battlefield! I can't wait to wingsuit surf a tornado. This game is gonna be so good! And in just a moment,
Battlefield, pra quem tava esperando.
Battlefield 2042 experience, but first, for
Esse
those who
Battlefield,
haven't
ele
been
parece
paying
legal, mas não tô esperando não.
here's what you've been missing out on.
Mas eu tenho um amigo meu que gosta de Battlefield e ele já até comprou na pré-venda.
That's so cool. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Em questão de multiplayer, parece que é o Battlefield mais ambicioso da EA. Nossa, agora vai ter poder de fazer loucuras até com jatos. Eu imagino que muitos de vocês estão esperando aí o Battlefield. Lembrando aí, galera, Battlefield 1 está disponível para quem tem Amazon Prime gratuitamente. É só você resgatar na origem, deixar aí para vocês e é isso aí. Para todos os fãs de BF.
We have so much more to show you. Battlefield 2042 is built up by 3 epic experiences. Firstly, of course, all-out warfare that we showed you earlier. Secondly, Hazard Zone that we'll show off.
Eu não vi muitos trailers de Battlefield, mas esse jogo tá interessante. Claro, não me chama muita atenção, mas ele tá interessante.
Built by our old friends over at Triple Effect, formerly DICE. It's an experience designed from community feedback. It's an experience we've dreamt about building for over a decade. So, let's have a look.
E na descrição, né, o Nemo? Triple Effect. Que massa, tanto de veículo. Tava em muro. Vem que a gente vem, galera. Deixa aquele like lá e compartilhar com os amigos pra dar aquela força e se inscreve se for inscrito. Se você tiver origem aí, o Retro Game, tem aqui o Battlefield 1 que eles estão dando na origem pra PC. Tá bem guerra total mesmo esse Battlefield. E até o jogo tá focado mesmo no multiplayer, esse Battlefield. Portal.
This looks incredible. There's so many crazy things happening in this trailer. We got knives versus defibrillators. We got soldiers from every era. I have so many questions. So let's bring on an expert. Here to help us out is the general manager of Ripple Effect. We've got Christian Grass. Welcome, Christian.
Hey, Austin. Thanks for having me. Super excited to be here.
Of course. Thank you for being here. Now, that
Onde vocês imaginam que estão esperando aí o Battlefield?
Like,
Pode comentar BF e pra quem que compraria aí o Battlefield.
Community-driven experience that gives players the freedom to write their own rules and shape their own battlefield. You can mix and match content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, BF3, and Battlefield 2042 to create brand new game modes. Then you can share and discover those on the Portal platform. And that's just what's coming at launch. This is a real love letter to the fans from our incredible team.
Bem isso daí mesmo,
And this is your squad.
Yes, this is the fantastic Ripple Effect team, and they deserve all the credit in the world for creating
Pode
this
comentar aí
great
BF, galera.
experience.
Quem
We've had
compra
so
aí
much
o
fun bringing
Battlefield
back some of the most
2042.
beloved vehicles, gadgets, weapons, and maps from past titles.
Well, thank you all.
Huge credit to this amazing team and everyone who's made Battlefield 2042 possible.
All right, so
Ah,
to bring
valeu
it back,
aí,
when
Rick.
you say beloved maps, we're talking Caspian Border,
Yes.
Arica Harbor,
Yes.
El Alamein.
Yes, El Alamein is also included. It's actually my all-time favorite map. Plus, we have Noshar Canal, Battle of the Bulge, and Valparaiso. And of course, all 7 of the new epic scale maps already announced for
PC
2042.
top pra rodar
They're
esse
also
Battlefield.
playable in Portal.
I love it. I love it. But this is more than just maps, right?
Absolutely. Portal is a chance for the community to drive the
Ah,
platform.
também
There's a
eu
whole
concordo.
slate of customization options
No
and
Retro
even an
Gamer. Cadê
advanced
Need for
logic
Speed?
editor for you to play around with. Tools that were
Muita gente tá
previously
esperando,
only
e aí não
available
pode
to
dar esse
us on
vacilo
the
de deixar
development
de for
team.
Speed
So
passar.
that trailer, it was just packed with a ton of crazy moments. So I'm curious, how wild can we
Need for
actually
Speed,
get
please.
with Portal?
You can get pretty wild.
Yeah? Okay, so can I pit World War II against 2042?
Yes, you can.
Okay, what about game modes? Can I make an infection mode where it's me against a ton of super fast soldiers with knives?
Absolutely.
Okay, what about shoddy snipes? But
Bem,
not
aproveitando
just
que eles estão
regular shoddy
falando
snipes,
do
like-
Battlefield,
like
o Battlefield
a gun
1
game
também
with a
está
whole
sendo
bunch of
dado
shoddy
na...
snipes from all throughout history.
Para quem é
That is
Amazon
a
Prime,
very specific
é
idea
só
there,
resgatar
Austin,
na
but yes,
sua
actually
origem,
you can.
não tem erro.
Batting 3 for 3.
E é
bring
isso
it
aí,
home.
o Need for
Can I
Speed
play
seria legal
as
também,
a
e não
penguin
deixa
with
a
a
bola cair
flamethrower?
não.
Penguin with a flamethrower? No, I mean, look, there are some limits. It's not a level editor. You can't edit the maps themselves. And no, you can't play as a penguin with a flamethrower.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. I had to ask, but it does sound like there's a ton to play around.
E também
Oh,
Need
yes.
for Speed,
The options
please.
are pretty deep, and we're committed to working with the community to build out this suite of tools and content as the game evolves. We want this experience to go where you want to take it. We see this sandbox as a big part of the future of Battlefield 2042.
Well, I assume that the community is going to have a field day with this.
I really hope players will embrace Portal. That's who we built it for. In fact, we gave a sneak peek to a few members of the community to see
Ah,
what they
não
could come up
precisa
with.
chorar não,
Oh,
James,
okay, I
mas
assume my invitation got lost in the mail. But
eles vão
that's fine,
mostrar
that's
e
fine.
aí
Let's check it
vai ser
out.
vacilo deles.
2 teams and 2 VIPs, but only one way to score. This is VIP Fiesta by Courage. It's the US factions of
Agora
Battlefield
mostrando
3
o
and
multiplayer em
Bad
ação
Company
do
2
Battlefield.
facing off on Arica Harbor with 24 players and random loadouts.
É, concordo, James. É, Grid Legends é legal, mas Need for Speed
Track
também
down
sempre
that
marca
enemy
presença.
VIP and make it count. All bring the power of 2042 to Caspian Border and take on the forces of 1942. This is quality versus quantity by Gabitron.
Qualidade versus quantidade.
A small squad from 2042 are taking on 32 players from 1942. The future's got the hardware, but the past's got the numbers. Destroy those MCOMs. But do it before your tickets are up. You're not getting them back unless you clear the sector.
Esse modo parece interessante, qualidade versus quantidade.
Not enough memes? Fine. Set up on Orbital for the fight of your lives with Robot Man by Redacted. 20 duck-sized EOD bots, 1 horse-sized T-91. Set your battlefield debates on who wins what.
Modo portal.
Come on, dude, Robot Man, what? This looks so much fun, but I need to know. Just pretend like the cameras aren't here, just me and you. Who's Redacted?
Can't tell you that, sorry. But what I can tell you is that we're so excited for the players to create or simply discover their favorite new way to play Battlefield. And we can't wait to explore and try out the thousands of experiences our community will build once they have the tools in their hands.
And we get our hands on Portal at launch, right?
Yes. Okay. Portal will be available at launch, day one, along with a bunch of pre-made modes for you to try right away.
Okay, this is fantastic. Now, Christian, before you go, let me make sure that I have all of this straight. So on top of all the content and maps that have already been announced, we also get content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, and Battlefield 3, including 6 of the best maps of all time, and all that can be sliced, diced, and mixed together in Portal. And then we still have Hazard Zone coming later this year?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you, Austin. If you've always been a fan, or if you've never played Battlefield before, we want Battlefield 2042 to be the ultimate Battlefield experience.
Christian, just thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure, Austin. I'll see you on the battlefield.
All right, so Portal looks incredible, and we could end things there, but I don't think we're done just yet. We're gonna leave you with one more surprise. First, though, you remember that secret code? I hope you were paying attention because all of the letters have been revealed. So if you want to win some awesome games and gear, stick around because we're gonna give you the link to enter in just a second. But for now, come with me. I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as I've enjoyed being your host. Now, my name is Austin Creed, and our last reveal is somewhere in there. But you know what? Why don't you go first?
Need for Speed, por favor. Tem ideia de movimento. Também tô achando, pode ser Dead Space. Dead Space está de volta. Acho que é isso, encerraram com Dead Space. Mas já adianto, galera, tá em desenvolvimento, mas não falaram ainda quando vai sair, mas... E daí eles mandaram bem Dead Space. E é isso aí, acho que com daí acaba a EA Play Live, fazendo parte do Summer Game Fest, mas... Acho que a conferência em si foi boa, acho que daria destaque... acho que já pro Dead Space. Não teve, infelizmente, Need for Speed. Mas o BF, acho que com certeza foi um dos destaques. Valeu aí, Rick, R$2, tamo junto. Valeu. E é isso aí, acho que acabou mesmo. É isso aí, infelizmente não teve, mas para os fãs de Dead Space, eles fecharam bem. Mas em questão de jogo apresentado, BF, Dead Space, eu já daria destaque e o Grid. Mas realmente, aí eles vacilaram e não mostraram Need for Speed, daí eu tenho que concordar com vocês. É bom colocar F pelo Need for Speed mesmo. Mas isso aí, a conferência deles acabou. Eu achei que foi legalzinha a conferência, mas podia ter pelo menos não só mostrado Dead Space, mas também ter encerrado o Need for Speed mesmo. E o jeito é colocar o F mesmo pelo Need for Speed. Mas isso aí, a conferência deles deixou realmente um pouquinho a desejar nisso daí. Se tivesse mostrado Need for Speed, acho que agradaria mais os fãs também. Mas é isso aí, galera. A conferência eu achei que foi legal, podia ter sido melhor. Eu dou destaque para mim, pelo menos, ao Grid, que está de volta, e Dead Space também, para os fãs. E é isso aí, galera. Acho que eu vou meter de um por aqui. Talvez aí. Chegou bem no finalzinho, mas eu acho que vou meter de um por aqui. E nos vemos então no próximo evento, galera. Falou!
Você se enrola para formar frases em inglês? Sente que
You're trying to